Hey everybody, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben, and there's our rabbit hutch. We've had a lot of questions about that since we started, showing our new baby rabbits. So, fortunately, we did not have to build this ourselves. Had to rebuild it, but our neighbors had this. He built it, and they no longer used it and said, would you like to have it? Absolutely. So we split it in half because we'll go with the first dimension. This thing is 16 feet long by 8 feet deep, and then each one of these is 2 feet tall. And there was no way to get it over here in one big piece. So we split it down the middle at 8 feet on each side and put it on the trailer and brought it over. But anyway, so some features about it which are nice. There are doors on both sides, and we'll show you. But the doors themselves are 2 feet by 2 feet. And I don't know exactly why it was built this way, but the runs are 3 feet wide, 3 feet wide. The one in the middle is 4 feet wide. And then the other two are also 3 feet wide. And if you can look in here, this one has not been obviously finished. We don't have the wire on the front. But these are 2x2s, and they're spaced out so that if you look underneath, the poop and all that falls through, and it's easier to clean. So obviously we have it up on posts, keep it off the ground, keep them safe. And this front, this metal roof is not attached. It's just wire up here, but that's because this is where we keep their food, and we want to make sure that the weather doesn't get in there. And so it's just covered temporarily. Their actual boxes, their nesting boxes, and their little homes, that's covered with a permanent metal top. And we'll take you around and show you that real quick here too.
Now, what did you have to rebuild?
What did I have to rebuild? Well, by the time we got done with other projects and got around to moving this over, a large tree came down and smashed right across this side. And so the 2x4 in the middle had to be redone. If you look on the side there, you can see a gap where it actually smashed down where the wire is. But this wire goes all the way around behind the plywood. And I think this was put on here just to give them some protection from the wind and so forth. I'm not really going to worry about that gap. That's okay. It's protected. And little motion sensor light to keep any critters out in the evenings or at night. So let's go around back and we'll look at the nesting boxes.
Put the stand in, right, too?
The what?
The stand.
Well, we used old phone poles to elevate it off the ground, and that way too we can put the sheet metal underneath for that poop to roll off, which isn't exactly rolling off the way we were hoping, but we can work with it. So go around here to the back.
Now, why did we choose the side of the barn?
Well, this breed of rabbit, these are silver fox. These are silver fox rabbits. They don't like the heat. They're okay, but we're told that they don't tolerate the heat real well. This is the shady side of the barn. We're on the east side of the barn here. So it's usually in the shade. They get sun in the mornings, which is fine for them. Now keep in mind, they're not going to be in this year round. In the summer, we will have them out. We're going to make a mobile tractor for them, mobile rabbit tractor, so they can be out eating grass, so we don't have to feed them. And we'll just move them through wherever we need them. But now this is it's protected from the wind as well. I mean, most of the wind comes from the north side and through here, and that's why the barn is oriented the way it is, because it's a tobacco barn to run the air through and dry it. I hope you can hear me over the guineas. They're back behind Denise yelling at us. I'm beginning to understand William's love of guineas. Anyway, so in the back here, we'll go into one that's not being occupied, but door just drops down. And the ones where they have the guineas, the rabbits in there, we throw straw in there and they can make up their nests and You've seen our babies down on the other end. I don't want to disturb them right now, but that's really all there is. That's it. So
Now,
we've
what's the one thing I would do differently?
the one thing she would do differently. I don't know what you want to call this. The boxes, the nesting boxes, their little dog houses, the little rabbit houses. That's what we should call it. It's a rabbit house. The rabbit house portion of their run. The bottom, we would have some kind of a removable bottom or some kind of a hinged bottom that we could drop it out, get all the straw, get all the poop, anything that's in there. For the most part, they poop out in the run and falls through. But these are solid bottoms because they've got to be protected from the wind. We don't want in the winter, wind whipping up or moisture or whatever. They're pretty enclosed other than the opening to go out into the run. So,
Now we'll be adding those though.
we will do our best to add some kind of a trap door in there. That would be funny. Little trap door, they run in and boink, whoop, down they go. Except then they would run off and we'd never see them again. So we won't do that. I was just kidding anyway. But yeah, we'll put some kind of like a false bottom or whatever that we can easily clean that out. And the wider one, he said, is 4 feet. It's only got one door, and so it's one great big box. I think we're going to try to split that in half. I mean, 2 feet is narrow, but again, this is only for winter use, so they don't have to be in there all the time. And what was the other point I was going to make about this? I guess I was just going to recap. So this thing is 16 feet long, 8 feet wide, 2 feet tall, and that gives us five bunny runs. And then off the ground, it's what, 20 inches or so off the ground. So
Yeah, we'll be making 6.
yeah, if we split the 4-footer into 2, yeah, we'll have 6 bunny runs. And you know, really the females can live together as long as they don't have babies, and that's when we're told that there might be some problems. So anytime they're going to have babies, we will keep them separated. But really, that's about it. I mean, like I said, this was quite a blessing that our neighbors gave us. The roofing, everything, it was all, we just had to get it over here. Yeah, now this setup, you know, when we first got them, we had them in dog kennels, and we would take them out, and we'd get them out in the fresh air, but they couldn't really move around a lot. They love this. I come out here in the evening and check on Belle or whatever I'm doing. They're out there in the run night and day. They love having the space to run back and forth, and you know they'll love being out on the grass when we can get them out there in the spring. So spring's coming soon. But anyway, all right. Well, I hope that helps somebody out there, and I would appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you go to renewedhomestead.com/shop and check out our merchandise there. And take care, everybody. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.